I know I'm gonna, wearing a gray shirt here. This is not the same shirt. Of course, you can see I don't have holes in this one. Unfortunately, all I have is gray and black shirts. So after I grabbed my shower, I put on another gray shirt. It's just way too hot to be wearing black. Today I'm going to show you how to string your bow, your recurve bow. If you purchase one of these bows, it's really easy. Now remember, I have the 40-pound bow. My girlfriend was having a little problems pulling back the 40-pound, so I did order her a 30-pound. See if I can get this to where you can see. As you can see, I had my right foot right here stabilizing this. My left leg was up in here, and then I was bending from here. I don't know if you can see this anymore or not. Okay, now let's talk about the arrows. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get closer to the camera. I hope that this picks everything up. Some of the arrows came in today. Let me get down here. These are the tips that came on the arrows. You can see they have a little point on it. Now if you shoot somebody with this, or an animal with this, it can come out. You shoot someone with this, they can pull it straight out. That's why I advise you to replace your arrow tips with something like this. This going in will do much more damage, and it'll do way more damage coming out. So if you're going to buy cheap arrows, and now these are just like plastic, right here, some type of vinyl. I believe it's just plastic. They're really cheap. So, can you take an animal down with something like this? Absolutely, especially with these tips. Now, unfortunately, I have to move that camera. I'm going to have to move this camera. If it disconnects, I apologize. If something happens, I apologize. Now I'm going to be pointing it straight to my girlfriend's computer. Then I'll have to get out of the way and show you what I got. Hopefully I won't be in the way. Hopefully it doesn't turn off, because I have to move. This is how I have all this hooked up. I mean, so it's not easy to keep everything, and of course midnight's litter box is in the way. Okay, I know you can see that. Unfortunately, I may end up in the way, and if I do, I apologize. This is a finger, basically a finger guard for shooting a bow. It fits over your fingers, so when you pull the string, when you let go of the string, it doesn't hurt your fingers. And I bought this from my girlfriend. Now, this is a really super cheap price. I mean, these things run up to like 25, 35 bucks. Alright, and I just ordered this like an hour maybe before I started recording this video. Now, I fixed to have to get in the way, and I apologize. I don't know if you can see this. I purchased this item. And this is on sale today. It wasn't much of a sale considering my 40-pound bow was cheaper, but $26.59 for the 30-pound bow. And I did buy that today. Okay, and you're going, why did I buy a 30-pound bow when I have a 40-pound? Well, even the 40-pound sometimes is hard for me to pull back. The 30-pound's got to be difficult sometimes for me. But my girlfriend cannot pull back the 40-pound bow all the way. So, I bought her a 30-pound bow. Now, do we think we're Avengers? Absolutely not. We're not Hawkeye or no BS crap like that. In fact, Hawkeye shouldn't even be on the Avengers. The guy's a damn dude with a bow and arrow. A compound bow and some arrows. But we're not going to get into that. Can she take down someone with a 30-pound bow? You bet. Can she take someone away at 50 feet? Take them down? Sure. 100 feet? Possible. Because no matter how strong your bow is, you have to practice with these bows. Okay? Yeah, you have to understand. You're not going to just get one of these bows and be an expert. Especially with something cheap like this. But the one main thing I'm stressing, if you're buying cheap stuff, cheap bows, cheap arrows, replace your tips on those arrows. Always get arrows that you can exchange or replace the tips on in case they break or you lose them or something, whatever. It's always a good idea to get arrows that you can put new tips on. Now, these arrows are not the best arrows in the world. They're really cheap. But let me grab an arrow here. In fact, I'm going to take the tip off of one of these. Okay, I took the tip off one of these arrows because I don't want to pull this with a tip, especially not in the house. Now remember, this bow, I could get a 29-inch draw on the bow. And these arrows are really kind of tight. If you get arrows that are too tight right here, they just need to be spread apart a little bit. Now I hope you can see how close this came to right here. Remember, I had a 29-inch draw on when I pulled it over there on my last video. So can you imagine trying to draw like a 28-inch arrow on this bow. Even on the 30-pound bow, they're pretty much, I believe, the same size. So that's not something you want to risk your life on. If you're going to buy cheap arrows, buy 30-inch, 31-inch. These are 30 inches. And it just gave me a little bit of room. Just a little bit. And yeah, I put the string back on over there. So once again, I did purchase my girlfriend a 30-pound bow earlier today, an hour or so ago. And I hope that's picking up on this camera. This camera absolutely hates that TV that she uses for a monitor. So I hope it's not all fuzzy or anything like that. And once again, you're going, you already had a bow. Why'd you buy her one? If you can't pull back a bow, you shouldn't use it. I mean, the draw on a bow is basically the force and how many inches you're pulling back. Basically, I figure the draw is the force you need to pull back that bow, right? And hold it. If my girlfriend couldn't pull the bow back and hold it, if she had to hunt with that, say something happened to me, which, who knows, it could. I could walk outside and get struck by lightning. I could get jumped by some BLM assholes or Antifa assholes because I'm wearing my Make America Great Again cap. And they could kill me. And she ends up in Rosebud, and if the Democrats destroy this country like they've been doing, food prices are going to skyrocket if we're even going to be able to give food. So she'll have to either have a way to hunt or, you know, even have a way to protect herself. Protecting yourself with a bow and arrow is not going to be easy, especially with those little bitty tips. But if you put razor tips on there and you hit somebody, most likely they're going down. So, 2 reasons I got another bow. And you're going, why didn't I buy a 30-pound in the first place? The higher the poundage on a bow, the faster it travels and the more force it puts the arrow. The arrow goes faster with more force. So, on a 30-pound bow, can you hunt with a 30-pound bow? Absolutely. You can even take down a deer or an elk with a 30-pound bow. But I need something that will travel very fast, a little bit farther, and a little bit deeper in the animal. Could I use the 30-pound to hunt with if I had to? If my arms on my left side wasn't working correctly? No, that'd be stupid. I do have nerve damage in the left side. Sometimes my left side doesn't work at all. So that'd just be dumb. Trying to hold a bow with something with a sharp point or razor blades on the end on the arrows and holding that with an arm that I can't keep steady. So to me, I can pull that 40-pound bow back and release it really quickly, and it'll go really much farther, much faster than the 30-pound. And there are some days I should be able to pull it back without an issue. For the days that I can't pull the bow back, the 30-pound may be something I can handle. But once again, right now, on certain days, the 40-pound will be fine. But I did buy her a 30-pound bow. I don't know if you can see that. It says 30 pounds. Right here. 30 pounds. And I purchased. So, I showed you how to string the bow. Now, I did not put all the extra crap on the bow that comes with the bow, the sights, or the little doohickey. I think that doohickey on there, the rubber thing, is to try to help keep it from vibrating so much. I don't know. I've never seen a bow with something like that on it before, but who knows. So, should you buy one of these bows? I don't know. I can't tell you to buy something like this or not, because the bow may be $26.59, but I also paid all $8. Well, figure $9 for the new tips, so figure 10 for some cheap razor tips. That's $36.59. Now figure $20 for 6 arrows with removable tips. So that's how much? That's $46.59 for the bow and the tips, and then another $20 for the arrows. So that's what, $56.59 for the bow, arrows, and new razor tips. Now I did mess up on my last video when I was talking. I was talking about how much, or how should I say, how little my girlfriend made or is making. Now I said it was $1,500 something. It's not. She made $1,458 or something like that last month. So it was nowhere near $1,500. So you know, I wanted to make a correction on that. Should you get a bow like this? Don't know. I can't tell you what to do. If you do, any bow, you go out and buy one, any bow, you have to practice with it. You can't just take it out of the box one day and think you're going to be able to go hunting, because you're not going to hit anything. You have to practice with these. Just like a compound bow, you have to, just like a gun. If you went out and bought a brand new gun, and if you've never held a gun in your life, you're going to be lucky to hit a target at 25 feet away, because you've never used a gun. A bow and arrow set, or bow and arrows, are the same way. Anyway, I apologize for rambling, whatever. Today I just don't care. I just wanted to show you the arrows. Some arrows came in. I still have 6 more arrows coming, and I ordered her new bow today, and her finger guard that goes on your fingers, so when you pull the string back it doesn't twang your fingers or dig into your fingers. I did order her one. I didn't order me one because I ordered something else for the camper trailer, and I'll get into that another time when I get to working on the camper again. It's just too damn hot right now. But anyway, as you can see, I did buy her a new bow, and I already have mine here. That is a 30-pound, and when it comes in, I guess I'll show you that one and show you the draw on that one. Like I said, there's a big difference between 30 and 40 pounds. You wouldn't think if there is. When it comes to the speed of the arrow, the distance, how hard it is to draw the bow back, the string back, it's a huge difference between night and day. Somebody that can handle a 30-pound bow may not be able to handle 40-pound or higher. Alright, anyway, I'm fixing to go. Once again, today is July 12th. I don't know if you can see that on the computer there. Yep, Monday, July 12th. So, I did order this stuff just a little while ago, and I started this video on showing you how to string a bow. I hope you can see everything. I did try to turn my fat gut in certain ways so you could see me doing it, but that's the easiest way to string a bow like this, a recurve bow. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. I appreciate you watching, and everybody have a good day. Bye.